This episode is sponsored by Bluehost. You're an ideas person, and when inspiration strikes, it strikes fast. Shouldn't your web hosting keep up? When shared hosting isn't enough, Bluehost's advanced solutions scale with your website, business, and your ideas, no matter how bold. With NVMe storage, built-in security, and enhanced CPU power, sites load faster and handle more data than ever before. Bluehost's advanced hosting keeps you online and growing. So go ahead, keep those ideas flowing. Shop plans now at bluehost.com.
There's a certain kind of engineering problem that nobody outside the room really appreciates. It's not building something new. New is easy. New has no users, no legacy, no expectation. It's shipping a major release, a real one, the kind you've been working on for a year, onto 6 million live websites, sites running custom themes, sites running add-ons, the original developer abandoned in 2020, 2019, etc., etc. Sites built by an agency that no longer exists for a client who just wants their contact form to keep working on a Monday morning. Break any of those, and it's not a bug report. It's someone's business. You're listening to WP Legends, where we bring the builders, operators, and ecosystem leaders shaping the future of WordPress and the open web to the mic. I'm Gautam Khurana, host of the show. And today, for the first time on the show, I've got a returning guest. Raitis Sevelis is the head of product at WPBakery, the page builder that's been part of the WordPress furniture for 15 years. And that Raitis himself has been steering since December 2013, nearly 13 years on one product. In this industry, that's practically geological. He's also a lecturer at Riga Nordic University, teaching AI, digital marketing, e-commerce to the next generation. He's a WordCamp organizer, speaker, meetup organizer, and community contributor. He works 4 days a week because WPBakery moved to a 4-day week 4 years ago and never went back. The last time Raitis was on the show, we talked about product philosophy, community, and how you build something that serves both as a developer and a complete beginner. This time, the conversation is different because the ground has moved. WPBakery 9.0 lands tomorrow. So all those tuning in will see this on the site by the time the video is out. Almost a year in the making, the biggest release in years. Redesigned, CSS loading, a refresh builder, new developer attributes, and a lot more. Meanwhile, the whole category is being questioned. AI can generate a page from a sentence. New builders launch every day. And the eternal question hangs over every mature product in the ecosystem. Is this thing still relevant, or is it just installed? Raitis has opinions on all of it, including on what's gone wrong and how the community talks to itself, which he's gone on stage to say out loud. Raitis, welcome to WP Legends again.
Thank you, Gautam. So first of all, yeah, I know whenever I need to go somewhere, I need to take you with me and do the introduction. Yeah, that sounds fantastic, as well as it's actually fantastic.
It was tough.
To be
It
back.
was a little tough this time because I've already introduced you. And to all of my viewers and guests, if you are tuning into this episode, first go to the first one. Raitis was a believer in WP Legends podcast, even though WP Legends was not a big show at that time. And he's a big believer of the show. Thank you to you and your team. You guys organically give us love and shout outs. I've never asked for it, but still we get it. We're doing something right, I guess.
But that's one of my favorite shows. Yeah, I told
Thank
you
you.
before. I'm telling it now. Yeah, so
Thank you.
it's amazing to be back.
Yeah, I missed you at WordCamp Europe. I couldn't travel for some personal reasons, but it's been a year since you were last on the show. What's the biggest thing that's changed for you, WPBakery, WordPress in that time? We'll get into WPBakery 9.0 in a second, but otherwise, in general, tell me a recap of a year.
It's hard to probably highlight one thing. We are now in dynamic environment. Yes, it's like the news are full of changes coming in on a daily basis. Yeah, related to AI, for example. Yes. I would say that, yeah, the amount of AI that is coming in our company, that's probably not, I wouldn't say refreshing. We've been working and experimenting with that, but I just see it moving on with larger steps, and it helps us not only to become faster. Yeah, one thing is we always talk when we talk about AI and using AI, for example, to run, no, not to run the company, but do certain things, with agents and so on. Everyone is telling, hey, you can accomplish more. But if you do that properly, if you set out the automations, agents, workflows properly, it's not only about faster, it's about also better quality. Yeah, and this has always been important to
Hmm.
us. Yeah? It's
Yeah.
the fact that you can run faster doesn't mean that you do that properly or do that in the right direction always. Yeah.
Yeah.
So uh, those are the things, and yeah, of course, on a personal level, it's like traveling around WordCamps, which is personal level and related also to work. Uh, WordCamp
And WP
Asia,
Bakery turned 15. 15.
15,
Yeah.
yeah, that's. You mentioned that I'm at WP Bakery from 2013. Yeah, it's like I don't remember my life much before WP Bakery, to be honest. Yeah, it's probably a bit of dementia coming in. Yeah, slowly. Yeah, it's over 40 already. But yeah, it's I've if you ask me, I've been with WP Bakery all my life now. So,
Yeah. But I wonder, what does that longevity feel like from inside? Pride, pressure, maybe both?
launch of 9.0. I mean, yeah, uh, it's uh, it's a bit of everything. It's a bit of everything. It's of course uh, the joy, the happiness you feel from accomplishing, yeah, yet another huge milestone. Yes, uh, it's not that you finish something. Yeah, if you ask any product people, the product is never ready. Yeah, it's just you work, you deliver, you continue working, and the batches. Sometimes the batches are smaller, sometimes batches are larger. So this in this case, the batch is very large. Yes,
Mm.
almost a year in making. Uh, yeah, so it's a happiness that finally a lot of people will see what we have been cooking and how we have been redefining the user experience. First of all, and the second, uh, which is also important part, how we help developers to be
Mm.
more efficient. Yeah, with improved attributes. Easier way to use API, performance as well, of course. Yeah, nowhere without performance. Uh, though that's the thing. Of course, a bit of not really a fear, but of course we are like ready, yeah, just in case something that requires polishing. Even though we had the largest beta testing
Yeah,
ever.
1 month. 1 month I've been seeing on the
And
blog posts, etc. I'm
yeah,
sure a
and
lot of developers would have early access, and us, we too. My team has been testing it out too, and I'm seeing very promising results out of it. I still have to personally get into it, but my team is like, wow, that's pretty cool.
so we kind of asked around more than 500 people to actually test WP Bakery 9.0. And I mean, okay, from the perspective of WordPress, yes, it's not a huge amount of people, but we are talking about commercial product, yeah. So community has been very responsive, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's
Of
important.
course, you guys, your marketing team, everybody does a fantastic job making sure everybody knows about everything. And you are also sponsored at for WordCamp Bangladesh, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do our best to be active in APAC region, apart from other parts of the world. And what we're also like our focus probably that's another thing that changed dramatically, not dramatically, yeah, but changed since last time I was on WP Legends. That we try to focus more on supporting smaller. Institutions, smaller events,
Mm,
communities, local WordCamps. Yeah, because if we look on large WordCamps, it is usually way easier to get the sponsors and support for large events.
mm,
But sometimes smaller WordCamps, meetups, they have hard times to getting the funding, getting the sponsors.
true.
So the
Mm,
same is for education. Yes, that's another topic, of course. Especially close to my heart. Yes, it's um, people. don't want to invest enough into education. This is why we are now sponsoring WordPress credits and being active there, looking for ways to support educational institutions. Yeah, we provide the free licenses to all higher educational institutions as well upon any request. Because again, there are a few universities that are, MIT, Oxford, and Harvard, and similar that have plenty of money. Yeah, but there are also a lot of local universities, smaller universities with also a lot of talented people who just maybe don't have early access to different tools. Yes,
Yeah.
and that support is very important.
I see. I see. I agree with you 100%. And I do believe that makes sense, especially, in Asia, where people are looking for jobs like, in any way possible. In fact, a lot of job applications we get are not from India. Of course, we have a team in India also, but it's true. Like everybody's trying to, make a mark in the web world. It's tough. It's tough out there, especially with the AI revolution happening. But
I was yeah, so I was there in WordCamp Asia this
hmm,
year.
okay,
This is amazing event. Yeah, it was in India, and I loved it so much. And I'm so
Mumbai.
happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm so happy that now there will be fourth flagship event. Yeah, happening every year in
Hmm.
India. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I saw the community there in person. Yes, and that's amazing. Yeah,
Did you enjoy
it's
the food?
yes. Yeah, I mean, Asia has always been close to my heart since I was a
Yeah.
kid. My dad
Yeah.
used to do business with Asia, so I had chance to travel with him from time to time. And yeah, so there's people that know, so have seen me in like you in the real life. I have both my arms tattooed, and this one, the right hand, is basically it's in traditional tattoo style of Latvia, yeah, where I'm born. But my left hand is actually dedicated to Asia. So
Ooh,
it
I
has,
like it.
as I said, Asia has a special place in my heart.
I love it. I'm getting my first tattoo done. I was really fat, but now I'm like fit and I'm like almost there. And I know exactly like my leg, like a big one of my dog. My dog is the most important thing in my life. Everybody, the wife, daughter. Let me say, how do I say this publicly? Wife, dog, daughter, parents. How do I classify this?
Dog, yeah.
It's so funny. But my first tattoo is my dog. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, coming back to WP Bakery. WP Bakery 9.0 is here. And the headline change is a redesigned CSS loading system. Splitting, smart loading, only shipping what that page needs, etc. Explain why that matters to someone who's doesn't think about CSS, for example.
Yeah, it's in fact, I would say, if you are a regular user,
Mm,
well, like you have a business and you have a website, you don't have to think about CSS at all. Yeah,
mm, mm,
this is why we have professionals and page builders, and I'm not telling professionals or page builders. Yeah, it's
mm.
professionals and page builders, as I always believe that uh, page builders are for professionals. Yeah. They deliver website to the business, and then business can use that to manage content. Yeah. So getting back to the CSS, so it's all about performance. Yes. Once you style the page, you use CSS, and it tends to grow, especially over time. Especially if you offload it to the client, or sometimes you are in a rush, you start to add the CSS, you start to add it here and there and everywhere, and page builders give you that opportunity. At least in WP Bakery, you have so many places where you can add custom CSS. Yeah. So what does it mean? You start to load the CSS that maybe you sometimes don't use on that specific page anyway. Yeah. And again, that's additional, those are additional resources, additional information basically that you don't need on that specific page. So
Got it.
why would you load it? Yeah? So what we basically did, we split the CSS into logical blocks and determine if that CSS is being used on that page. And if not, we are not loading that on that specific page. So less resources used, faster websites. And I mean, in many cases, developers are doing that job. But
Hmm.
but we want to offload developers from those things. Yeah, so let WP Bakery help you with that, so you can focus on other things. Yeah, on some cool
Yeah.
things. Yeah, cool coding. Yeah, not like thinking, okay, what classes do I need to load it here or there? Yeah, that's sometimes a bit boring.
Yeah. Yeah. And what is this? What is in 9.0 that you're personally proudest of?
Attributes, and how they change. First of all, how developers work, and as well as the overall editor experience. Yeah, so WP Bakery, it's, as you said, we are there for 15 years, and we
Mm.
have always been a small team. Yes,
Mm.
it's we never now you see a lot of companies are letting people off, and yeah,
Yes.
one of the competitors had a huge layoff recently. Yeah.
True. True.
Uh, for us, it's a bit different. Yeah, we never hired people just as a resource, just to let them off later on. Yes, I know that term is not very popular, but I still believe, yeah, that my teammates are part of my family. Yeah, so it's like, oh, we hire because we want you, we want to work with you, yeah, till the death set us apart. Yeah, so and yeah, so that's this is why we did not work sometimes on the updating user experience. Yeah, it's 15 years, and some things were a bit legacy. So
Yes.
of course we listen to the feedback, and hey, it's like we would love to have the interface that is closer to Figma, the experience of that. It's like, okay, well, it's about time that we make that happen. And so yeah, we redesigned user interface and experience, how you work with the elements, how you work on the front end editor. There are things for the future as well, some nice improvements. That's one thing. That's something that when you work with the content, you will see either you're a professional or the beginner. Another thing is that WP Bakery has always been praised for the easy way to customize, the easy way to introduce elements. Yeah, so professionals don't want to rely just on the capabilities of the page builder. As you know, yes, you customize the projects. Yes, in your agency, you do a lot of customizations. So for you, it is actually very important to have like a really good API, to have the tools there that you can create custom elements, custom layouts, and so on. So that was a huge part. So all the new attributes, they are available with examples at the knowledge base,
Mm.
making
Mm.
it super easy to create custom elements for professionals, and also AI. Of course, we need to mention AI there. Yeah,
Got it.
it's
Got it. Of course, no doubt about that. And is there anything in 9.0 that you wanted and had to cut?
uh, yeah, of course. It's there are things still left for 9.1 and then further. We have a huge list. It's
Yeah,
like
roadmap. You must have a good roadmap. I was about to come to that also. New grid system, flexible design, better responsiveness. All of that is there. But then there is a massive roadmap ahead also,
of
right?
course, it's like ideas has never been a problem. No, it's like it's,
But with AI, the execution can be faster. No doubt about that. You can brainstorm, you can plan. No doubt, every
and
company
also
is.
some AI improvements inside the product as well. That's also on the list. But yeah, we had to. I wouldn't say yeah. Cut. We introduced just a part of the admin panel improvements, so more to come in 9.1, and I have a few really great ideas related to the backend editor that we discussed within the team. Uh, Proved the hypothesis, but decided, hey, let's not postpone 9.0 because of that. Yeah,
Of
let's
course,
wait a little bit. Yeah,
I hear
so
you.
those are the things.
Now, WP Bakery is on 6 million sites. Okay. My question is: we have Elementor, Bricks, Breakdance, Oxygen, Gutenberg, and now other AI native builders. In 2026 and beyond, who is WP Bakery for?
So I would say that yeah, it's still two audiences. The
Okay.
our core or main audience are professionals.
Okay.
We create we we create Page Builder as a tool for professionals, an easy way to create a website, to create custom website and deliver to your client. And then the second audience comes in, your client. So an easy way to manage the content. Yes. So and I have been talking about that before, especially now with AI era. We do not believe in replacing developers. Yeah, that page builders should replace developers, AI should replace developers. That's page builders, AI. Those are just tools. Yeah, you need human in the loop. Yeah,
Of
you
course.
need professional. It's like the fact that you get a Formula One car, the bolide,
Yeah, yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
make you a Formula One driver. Yeah?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you
I
need.
agree.
Yeah.
I'm with you 100%. Somebody told me this morning actually, I have the Git code, I can do it. I have the GitHub code, I can do it, about some project. I said, sure, go for it. You can try. But even if somebody has a GitHub code for something very complex, there are still hundreds of moving parts which you still need to connect, do this, give commands. It's not that easy. I know.
Yeah, when you hire a professional, you pay for experience, you pay
Yeah.
for knowledge. And even though you can create a website with WP Bakery, of course, on your own, if you are not a technical person, that's a reality. The same you can do with AI, yes. AI and WP Bakery. We will get to that. That's actually an interesting thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
but you still, what I believe, you still need to have at least some professional by your side to check on the end result. Okay, maybe you don't have enough budget. Yeah, you have a startup idea, you work 9 to 5 and just want to launch a side gig. Yeah, you don't have enough funds to do the initial huge website development, but at least you should allocate something to find a professional to at least help you a little bit. Yeah.
Yep, 100%. I'm with you. If somebody does not have experience, but then again, there are a lot of cool kids who are planning to experiment and learn. Mike, I don't know why people even contemplate about, Claude is so expensive. If one more person comes to me and says Claude is expensive, I swear I'm going to like pull my hair, the rest of it, whatever I have left. Like, listen, for $200, you're getting $100,000 software engineer. Think about that deeply. You know, I just don't understand why people would compromise. And if you're still on a budget, just use Cursor. The $60 plan has a lot, a lot, believe me, and just experiment with it. But anyways, let's move into AI. I was prequeling towards. Okay, there's a question from a listener, actually, a listener of the show, and who's been a guest of the show also. Thomas Ray from We Watch Your Website. His company has been in the business for 20 plus years. A legacy player, protects millions of sites all over the world. Okay, he asked to you, where do you see AI affecting your business the most? Just your opinion.
I think a buzz, yeah, and one more direction where we need to expand to. Definitely, yes. It's AI pushed all companies to integrate AI within the products, yes, and there is a the follower way. You do the easy way, and then you do the smart way, yeah. So the smart way is of course a bit more challenging. So as I said, we develop software for professionals, first of all. Yeah? So when it comes to AI, we also need to make sure that AI blends within WP Bakery in a way that it is helpful for professionals.
Okay.
Otherwise, we end up like I've seen several again. I don't like to mention any competitor, yeah, but I've seen several competitors launching AI features and telling, "Hey, you can use our builder, and we have AI, and you don't need a developer anymore."
Yeah, prompt to
And
website. I hate that when people
and
say prompt to website. It's so
the
over.
fact that the page builders are still, it's not only us, like I believe that my for page builders are the products for professionals. So what you're doing is basically telling your own clients, hey, take a look at our product because we developed something where we believe we don't need you anymore. Yeah, which is a bit ridiculous. Yeah, so
Yes.
that's a bit of a challenge, but overall it's not that the idea is like AI is learning on our experience, on the knowledge and so on. Yeah, so it is not page builders or AI. It is actually how they work together.
Yeah.
So the fact that, and that's a bit challenging for the new products, and why many new products are struggling, because there is not much information available where AI can learn from. With WP Bakery, it's a bit different. We have been on market for 15 years. There is a plenty of information. We have a really good knowledge base, all very well indexed and learned by AI. So whenever you want to use AI to build a website for WordPress, you can use WP Bakery as a background solution, because AI, all major AI platforms uh, understand very well how to create layouts with
Yeah.
WP Bakery
Yeah.
and do that in an optimized way. So you
Yeah.
basically receive again a higher quality website generated by AI, because AI knows how to work with WP Bakery. So that's one of our strengths, and the fact that we uh, have PHP, a bit more PHP focused element development is actually something that's very beneficial for us from the perspective of AI, because
Got it.
AI works really well with that
Yeah.
code.
Yeah. And WP Bakery's AI does text generation, translation, custom. Like, what all does it do? I was reading
It's
update.
yeah, of course there is AI inside the product where
Yeah,
you
I know.
can
I've seen
where you can generate
custom
text.
GPTs. Custom
Yes,
GPTs also, I guess. Yeah.
uh, uh, help you with the SEO. Yes, translation, of course. Uh, Also, help with the custom code. Yeah, so add just CSS here and there. But again, yeah, that's maybe for the third time on the on the podcast. We are of course working on some very interesting, I would say, yes, it's ways how to provide AI powered solutions within the editor.
Yeah, you use the word practical AI, and I like that. I guess,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I think that is the difference. There's practical AI and there's all other kinds of AI. Shiny objects AI, for example. People are like creating. I don't know. I read somewhere like 200,000 websites or products or MVPs are being built on Lovable every day, every week. I forget now. Maybe it could be more now. And it's true. If you combine Lovable, Claude, etc., maybe it could be 500,000 per day. But how many can be actually livable or practical? That's the big question with the way things are changing so quickly. But I guess time will tell. The way things have been evolving is incredible what's happening right now for everybody. And AI is, we all have to use it. Nobody can escape it. Somebody tells me that I'm very wary of AI, and I'm not going to do it. I said, listen, I just give them a simple example and I say, listen, when was the last time you used a landline?
It's that is the fact. It's people, many people don't understand AI as a technology. It's like electricity. Yeah, it's a wide purpose, general
Yeah.
purpose technology. Yeah, so there won't be life without AI further on. Yeah,
Hmm.
and just a days back, I was sitting with a friend, and he said like, "Oh, the kids are so into AI right now. Yes, and the new people like." A new specialist, they will be into AI, and it's uh, imagine what would happen if there wouldn't be AI anymore. I told him, hey, you are talking just like your parents who were sitting and telling, oh, those cars. Imagine that you wouldn't have cars, yeah. So and those kids don't know how to ride a horse, yeah. So it's exactly the same situation. Yeah,
Yeah.
there it's someone thought, okay, there won't be cars. Yeah, the cars changed the industry. Yeah,
Yeah.
electricity changed the industry.
Uh, This is very
AI.
funny that you say that AI as electricity. This example came on this podcast with Robert Bela from Mela Press. I still remember. He also
Yeah,
said the same thing, and it's so true. I connected with it so much. It's so true, right?
I
So
think we
many
had a
inventions.
conversation actually with Robert during WordCamp Europe, or maybe even what. WordCamp Dina before about that. It's like, everyone is talking about AI,
Yeah.
especially with the pint of beer.
And you teach AI at university, right?
Yeah.
You teach, so what are students getting right about this? Like, what are students thinking about AI?
I mean, AI has become a norm. Yeah. And there, of course, there's students are actively using AI there. Yeah. So what I'm teaching is actually AI for the MBA students, which is a bit different.
Mm.
I'm not talking about how to use Copilot or something like that. So I talk from the perspective of finances, economics, yeah, global economics, also applicable cases. What we do often is review cases of large and small companies, innovative companies, AI first companies, how they use AI, and uh, this gives you a bit of how to say, yeah, fresh ideas, directions, how you could maybe use it. By the way, did you know that Siemens, for example, have a digital twin of their factory? So they do have a physical factory as well as they have a digital factory, the same copy, and they apply the same all uh, say yeah, they basically apply everything, the labor and so on, they simulate it to that digital within that digital factory, and whenever they want to improve something, they initially improve it in a digital factory. They run
That's an
various
incredible.
experiments.
That's such a smart move. That's such a
Yeah,
smart move. Yeah.
and
I
AI
agree.
is a huge part of it, and then they see which is what is more efficient, and then they launch it in a real factory, which is very cost efficient. They manage. I don't remember exact, but they
Preview
manage.
mode and production mode. That's what it
Yeah,
is. Preview production.
and this is how the companies use AI, and this is what we talk at the lectures. So because
Got it.
maybe you can apply that to your product, your idea.
Of course. I love it. I love it. Now, coming back to WP Bakery's business model, I believe that you introduced Support Plus as a subscription while keeping lifetime licenses fully honored. That I think is a very smart and a very delicate move also in the WordPress world. How did you land on it? Are the customers using it? Are you getting a good response around it? Or like, what's your future for that Support Plus? I like it. I think it's a very smart move.
Oh, thank you.
Mm.
So, yeah, WP Bakery has always been, famous for lifetime licenses, and I said we want to honor that. Yeah. Uh, at the same time, of course, we are looking into the ways how to keep the business sustainable, and how to make sure that we are able to maintain the product for the next 10 years, next 15 years, yes, and further on. And that there are certain services that you can't really just launch and forget. Yeah, customer service, some cloud expenses, AI, for example. Yes, AI credits. That's another thing. Something where you need a recurring revenue to make sure that you have business behind it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we're thinking, okay, how do we wrap that part, yeah, separately, yeah, and yeah, this is where we basically came to Support Plus. uh, and yeah, what we see is that, okay, there are people that don't really like subscription models, so they are sticking with WP Bakery lifetime license, and that's completely fine. But there are people like professionals, for example, who I think more than 40% actually of professionals choose subscriptions, no, but access to support, not only in WP Bakery, but overall that's industry average, just because there is an access to support, just for, in case of. So yeah, a lot of professionals basically choose Support Plus just to have access to the tools, to cloud services, to support instantly. And yeah, since we don't force subscriptions, there is of course no negative response. Plus, we have we packed Support Plus nicely, adding add-ons. We have idea to add more, maybe content elements and other things. So to make sure that Support Plus is more appealing. So the churn rate is extremely low. Yeah, so we don't see people churning. It's more than a year since we launched Support Plus, and yeah, the numbers are still growing and very well.
Love it. Love it. Lifetime licenses, I think, are romantic and beloved, but financially brutal also. I can totally understand from the perspective of, your company, other WordPress plugin providers, and but I wonder, is the lifetime deal process going to continue forever, or maybe it's going to be dead in the next couple of years as a long-term business model? Difficult right now to answer, right?
It's yeah. I mean, again, whatever I tell is just speculation. For us, yeah, we do have that commitment. We do have that commitment to continue to support lifetime model. Yeah,
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
we constantly receive feedback that hey, we appreciate that you honor those things, and that this is also part of our policy, our DNA within the company. This is also why, for example, 9.0 took longer to develop. Yeah? The fact that we honor the things that we promised before,
I hear you.
lifetime license, backward compatibility. Yeah, this is a huge part. It's actually an interesting thing. In the introduction, you mentioned that hey, new products, it's easy to do those things. Launch something, and for older products, it's a bit harder. There are pros and cons. For new products now, it's harder to grow. Yeah,
Yeah.
to be recognized. Yeah, we are recognized, but we face those challenges of backward compatibility. It is easy to tell, hey, yeah, just break things and move on. But let's be honest, page builder, WordPress, uh, Figma, whatever, those are just tools that we are using to do something, to achieve our goals. So we don't want to be dependent. I don't want to update my website, to fix my website, just because some of the page builder decided to release something groundbreaking and break all the sites. Yeah, it's
Yeah. Got it.
the iPhone. Yeah, uh, I don't care about their new releases. I just want to make sure that I don't need to enter my new contacts, my contacts manually,
True.
because after an
You're right.
update they disappear. As simple
True.
as that. It's the best tools, the best services. You don't have to think about how I. By the way, I know you have that uh, uh, mm, new resource. Can I mention that
Yeah. Yeah.
about the
Yeah.
hosting? Yeah,
Yeah.
hostlist.io. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
what my opinion on what is a good hosting is when you remember about your hosting only when you see the statement that you have paid your monthly bill. You don't
Mm.
need to think about it. Yeah, and that's with so many things. The internet at home, yeah, and also the product, also the page bill. If your website works and nothing breaks after updates, this is what you
Like
want to
I
have.
agree. I've been discussing this for a really long time. I discussed this with so many people. I created hostlist.io basically, as because I thought, and I have to still start a marketing and campaign and all of that. I'm just getting a lot of organic love, and I'm just happy with that. For whatever reason, ChatGPT loves me, and it's okay. And for me personally, it's my personal experiment with AI, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm delivering something for the community. So the affiliate free, system. But long story short, the summary is that, and I speak about it a lot, as long as you have very decent to very good managed WordPress hosting, okay, you have an incredible page builder like WP Bakery installed, you should be okay 99.9% of the times, because the managed WordPress hosting will take care of malware, speed, etc., all of that, inform you too. And or you can just have a small add-on and activate things like Bitninja, Patch Stack, etc., to make your security even more bulletproof. But typically with a decent to very good managed WordPress hosting, and if you are a single website owner with 50 pages or 100 pages or even 1,000 page WooCommerce website, you should be okay, right? Most of the times.
Yeah,
Very well said.
and just make sure that there is no effort on your shoulders. Yeah, don't make me think. And laziness is the biggest mover of the progress. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
are lazy by nature. We love procrastination.
True.
So everything we introduce is just to reduce some friction. It's like,
Yeah.
why do we have cars? So we don't have to walk. That's why do
Yeah.
we have page builders? So we don't have to upgrade the base over and over again. So we can move faster. So we can spend it with beloved ones, our families, yes, dog, cat. Yeah. So
Yeah.
things like that.
I hear
That's
you.
that's what matters.
Yep, I agree 100%. We're about to come up on time, and I have to ask you a couple of fun stuff, okay? I believe that you guys still do a 4-day work week. Is that correct? I got that in the second note of intro. Is it still 4 days a week at WP
Yeah,
Bakery?
yeah.
Of course, you're
It's
working 7 days. I know you're always hooked on, but for most of the team, right?
it's a do what you love, and it's like I don't count time spending at my laptop.
Yeah, of course. No doubt. Anybody who's committed and serious about their work, nobody will. No doubt about that. I must say that too. I used to ask on the show, like, where do you think WordPress is going in the next 3 to 5 years? Okay. I'm stopped asking that question because
No
I
one has
believe
idea.
nobody has an idea. But I believe that WordPress is not going to go anywhere for the next decade or two, considering the powerhouse it has. In fact, WordPress is becoming stronger and better, no doubt about it. But yes, it has got the best challenger it could have ever. The challenger is there, and the challenger is not Claude, not Codex, is everything but WordPress. Because you can do stuff like that now. So I think WordPress is only going to become better and better. But 5 years out, where do you think WP Bakery will go? Can you, because you have a roadmap for next 6 months or a year, very difficult to imagine for 5, but you must have some vision. You just mentioned 10 or 15. So I wonder, 5 years.
I do have a roadmap, for 5 years. Yeah,
I'll
it's
tell
just
you,
a
I can
revision.
guess one thing. You picked up your iPhone and said, we can talk to Siri, and Siri will be like, hey, Siri, I'll launch a website. My WP Bakery license is there. My managed hosting is there with WP Engine or Pressable or whatever, and just launch it. Do you think it can happen?
I think it definitely can, and this
We're
is this
close.
is this
We're
this is
close.
where we're going. This
Yeah.
is probably where we are going, and everyone. What I think that after 5, now maybe more years, everyone will have their personal agent.
Yeah.
So, but what you will need to is to buy different skills for your agent. You
Mm.
want your agent to talk Chinese? Pay a little bit. Yeah, it's
I
pretty much
did.
obvious.
I spoke in Mandarin with Google Hangout the other day with somebody. It works flawlessly, and Portuguese. It is crazy how good it is. Have you tried it?
I need to try it.
It is
That's
mental.
nice.
It is mental good. Off topic, but it is
Yeah.
really good. Translation is,
But it
nothing.
will probably turn into some of the subscription add-ons. Yeah, you can add to
Yeah.
your. Remember the Matrix movie where they loaded in jiu-jitsu, karate, and so on
Yes.
skills. Yeah,
Yes.
the same, but with AI agents. I guess this is where we are heading, and this is where actually page builders
I like
blend
that.
without the knowledge.
Yeah. I guess. I think it's a pretty interesting and wild time. We have to renew this episode, have a discussion every 8 months to 12 months to see what's happening. Because next time we'll chat, another thing happened. Like literally, I didn't even know what Vercel and Netlify were till about 4 months ago, and now I have hostings with them, both of them. And I'm paying a lot of money to them and I'm learning things like ISR and caching and a lot of other stuff. But that's a story for another podcast, another episode.
True.
Crazy times. But anyways, thank you so much for being on my show again. Okay. I wish you the best of luck for 9.0. I hope you get a lot of support tickets with good stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy good stuff.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And then I believe that the next episode, no, but not next time we need to create the episode in person. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to figure out.
Okay, I'll fly to Riga, or you come to London. Yeah.
I've never. Have you been to Riga?
No, I'll come
No,
over.
I haven't been to London as well. To
Oh,
be fair, it's
yes.
actually very strange. Yeah,
This is a beer glass, but I'm having cold brew coffee. But it's a beer glass. There's a pub 1 minute away. I'll get a podcast set up over there. Okay.
I just saw the discounts on tickets actually today. Yeah, I have them on my email.
Yeah, we'll discuss that. That's fun. Thank you so much, Raitis. Thank you.